This is just so great. What's in the box? What's in the box? Throws a bomb at a child holding a basket full of bread. Let's go take a look at this Origins teaser and talk about it for a minute, okay? Okay, so what does it mean? Wait a minute. We need something for when we'll do this. I mean, if we're going to talk about this, we need to talk about it right. What does it mean? 14-second long video has caused so much discussion. So what do we know? What do we know from this video, right? First thing we know is it starts out with the Chapter 5 logo and the Chapter 5 boss Harsetti, and then we slide into the Chapter 4 logo and the Chapter 4 boss Zio, and then we slide into the Chapter 3 logo with the Chapter 3 boss Bellion, and then the Chapter 2 logo and the Chapter 2 boss Incomplete Fastus, and of course the Chapter 1 logo with the Chapter 1 boss Archdemon Shadow. And now we've got Ross fighting the Archdemon's army, right? They're reminding us that Ross is out there, you know, fighting against angry gods and celestial wars, right? And then we get this silhouette, right? This guy hiding behind the Epic 7 logo, which you can see a little easier if you go to the E7 YouTube channel. He's their banner right now, right? So we got this nerd here. And who is this, right? Everybody has like been going crazy trying to guess who this is. Is it Ross? Well, he's got the same hair as Ross. No, he doesn't. You look up Ross and the hair's totally different. Plus, you know, the long hair. Well, maybe that's the hood. Maybe it's you know, he's got the exact same hair as the Wanderer Ross. The Wanderer Ross is wearing a hood. You can't even see his hair. I heard people tell me, oh, no, that's Kazran. That's Kazran. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not even close to Kazran. But let's take a look at this a little more closely and figure out what we know. What do we know about the story of Epic 7, right? Why would they show us Ross fighting the Archdemon's forces again, right? This isn't here just as a coincidence. Why would they show Ross fighting the Chapter 1 enemy? And what's the origins of this? Origin. That's an important word there. Origin means beginning, means where it came from, where it all started. And what's the story of Epic 7, right? The forces of good and evil fighting a celestial war, and the humans caught in between. The humans on Orbis caught between warring gods, where the greater evil gods are influencing the eternal god Ilrios to battle against the goddess Dishe to try to destroy Orbis, because that's where a piece of the good guy celestial archgod is embedded in the body of Orbis. The world tree is a Prima fragment. So we've got the forces of good and evil on a universal scale influencing the forces of good and evil in a galactic scale, influencing the forces of good and evil on a global scale, right? You got the armies of Prima and Nilhelm influencing the inner gods of Dishe and Ilrios, causing battles on a global scale, forcing the heirs to fight against the acolytes, right? So we got all this shit going on, and that's kind of the origins. I keep coming back to this word, origins of the game. And they're showing us all the bosses. So the implication would be that this would be the Chapter 6 boss, or perhaps the protagonist, right? But they did show all of the bosses and how Ras was at the beginning, at the origins. So maybe this is Ross in his Chapter 6 form, or maybe this is the big bad of Chapter 6 getting a little bit of a teaser, right? So one thing that I keep coming back to is these fragments, these crystal chunks, right? after Nilhelm destroyed Prima and Prima shattered into Prima shards, into fragments, and one of them like slammed right into Orbis's chest, killing him, and Dishe basically made our world, the world of Orbis, out of her dead brother's corpse. And then the forces of Nilhelm went and hypnotized Dishe's brother Ilrios and sent the archdemon to try to destroy Orbis to get at the fragment. I keep seeing these shattered fragments and the fragments coalescing in the center of this figure. And it makes me wonder, are we re-engaging? Are we going back to the beginning, the origins of the story? Are we re-engaging that story, the story of the Celestial War? Are we going to go off-world? Are we going to be going to all of the ML worlds? Because it is a multiverse, and those Prima fragments, they went all over the multiverse, right? One landed in Rekos, and Fastus himself and Strays went and killed the god of technology and destroyed the god in the world of Rekos. And that's alluded to a little bit in the Lulica story. And Policia, the reason that Politis was fleeing Policia is the god Polidia. I guess everything has a damn similar name in that universe. The god of technology was killed. I'm not sure if it was by Fastus or if it was by Nyx or Varus, the other parts of the Dark Nebula, if those guys killed the god there to destroy the Prima Shard. But they are after destroying all these Prima Shards, because once they are reassembled, the good guy god comes back and the Celestial War resumes between the forces of good and evil. And two of those shards are on Orbis, the World Tree and the Tree of Genesis. So Orbis has become a hotspot of focus for the Celestial War. Now that we know that there are multiple shards on Orbis, I think things might focus here, and maybe our heroes are going off-world to find the other shards. Maybe Chapter 6 will be us going to that stupid little island in the middle of the map, right? Maybe this little island is going to have a world gate or a chaos gate of some kind that's going to lead us to the alternate universes, and we're going to go and try to collect and find the Prima shards to put with the Heart of Orbis, with the World Tree, with the Tree of Genesis, to try to reform the god Prima. But in doing that, wouldn't we risk killing our own world? Wouldn't we risk losing free will by upsetting the conflict balance in the universe that's creating forces of chaos and decision and strife and struggle? It's an interesting story, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. And I think that might be where we're going back to the origins of Epic 7 and re-engaging that original story. At least that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Chapter 6 isn't just we go back to the origins of Ross when he was a high schooler at Nadalon High. We hope it's not that. But that's just a theory. Oh, I'm not doing that. So what do you guys think? Am I crazy? Just a little crazy? Or am I on base? Am I maybe onto something? I guess we will find out Friday, and I will make sure that I am streaming live on Friday so that we can all find out together and we can react to it together. 8 p.m. Pacific time, Friday. 11 p.m. Eastern time, Friday, 3 a.m. UTC Saturday morning. That's kind of your time slots, whatever your time zone is. Go to Google and figure it out. Time zones are hard, but that's when the release is going to happen, and we will be live to discuss it together. So I hope I'll see you guys there.